Hello, Internet.
Hi!
What's up? It's Em Rell, your favorite.
For sure.
And those of you who don't already know, but you know because this is episode 14 and we've been doing this. Not 14 weeks. Okay.
In a
Um,
row. Like, look at us.
Not to be that girl, but here we are. Friendly reminder, this podcast right here, right now, not therapy, not even a little bit. It's insight, it's inspiration. It might even be therapeutic comic relief. But nothing said here should be taken as personal, medical, or mental health advice. If you're looking for that, please find a licensed provider near you.
Stat.
Love that. Jess.
Yeah.
Breaking news, breaking news. I made sure I'll watch Twilight and it was everything I needed. And that's it.
Yes. 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 I enjoyed, you know what I enjoyed?
Me
I
telling you.
en- I enjoyed, yes, no, I just enjoyed the camaraderie of it all. Like, I enjoyed being in pajamas, being cozy. It felt like the sleepover, like, and I love a sleepover. And so that's what it felt like. And, shout out to the ladies that came through and bought a smorgasbord
Yeah.
of everything to eat. And M's cutlets are everything she said they are. And I need more in my life.
Thank you very much. I will make you cutlets anytime you want. It's my favorite thing to cook. We even taught Devin how to make it.
Ooh, come on, Deb.
It's basically the only thing Sassafras can make, but he does pretty well. Also, Rel brought, she made us tea like from her line. She made us an
I
iced tea.
did. I did.
Y'all have been dreaming about this tea since she took it from my house. It is so fucking good. I called my mom and I was like, Ma, you ain't gonna realize. You just gotta buy the tea. And then I texted her, I was like, bro, what you she's like, I was putting in simple syrup, and I was like, hold the phone. I know there was apples in there. And also what simple syrup, like I'm gonna need you to write the recipe out so I
Done.
everything because I have to drink it every single day in my life.
Done. I will do that for you. I just was like, I didn't know if you, because everything had a container. So I didn't know if you had a container for me to put the tea in to leave it. I would have left it. I swear to God, I would have. I had no idea.
I didn't expect you to because you made it and it's yours, but like we gonna make some more. Like we making some more because it
For
was
sure.
so good. It was so good.
For sure. And I'll have some for you on Sunday. And they're in little bags. So you will take them home and you can put them in your fridge. Yes, it's a thing.
Oh, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped.
Yes. I have Capri, I have like little like Capri Sun bags, so that's what I'm serving the tea in on Sunday so that people can take it home with them. It's got a
I'm
little handle.
Sunday, what date for what for the people who don't
Oh,
realize?
for the people that don't know, I am having a one woman show. Em is going to join me. I'm so excited. And it is going to be on November 9th at the, what is it, Crown Heights
Mhm.
Clubhouse. Doors open at 3, show starts at 4. And we're going after it. I'm in this season of, chasing my dreams. Could I stay where I am? Sure. This is a good life. I want a great life. And so I'm going after it.
And I also feel like you're in this space too that's like, what's the worst that could happen?
Legit legitimately, like, what is the worst that could happen?
We kiki and laugh at ourselves all day long. So other people must think we're funny too. I mean,
We got 8 subscribers. I mean, I'm just saying, we got 8.
on the YouTube, I'm just saying, I didn't even check Spotify yet. So, I mean, watch out, world. Guys, we were literally just talking about that, and Ralph said, we have 8, which means we could have 8 million. And I was like, I
Yes,
mean, she's not wrong. That is
exactly.
accurate. And we will clip this and bring it back in the future when we hit 8 million. How about that?
We sure will. Oh, it's gonna be
You're
so
gonna be
awesome. I
like,
can't
you'll
wait.
be like, oh my God, remember when I had that mullet? And I'm going to go, yeah, I do. Because her
I
mullet,
mean,
look at
can
it.
we like, can we get into my curly girl mullet for just a minute? Like, guys, I've been loving this black girl mullet
It's
for a
cute.
while. Thank you. And I've been struggling with her, right? Like, I didn't know, and I feel like I got a big forehead, but y'all, I am loving my black girl mullet, and I do. And I got a little hang time. Like, black girl look, I got a little hang time. Look at me.
Oh my God, not you with your rat tail. We see you.
I do want to get one. I am bringing back all things 80. Like, just call me Turbo from Breaking.
I mean, you're also bringing back all things white trash, but none of my business. You live your best life.
Not I'm into racism on my hair.
Oh my god. But I'm just jealous though because the way I want that volume, like the way I just want my hair to be out here, like
Really? Like, Antonia, you know, get a pick, girl. Okay, that's it.
I
Next
know, but
time.
I know, but it's also because my hair is so thin from all the things, like, it's just coming out. So, like, we see some scalp up here, so we're just, like, trying to grow because I used to have, like, really, really thick
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
I don't look like that right now. So we're, like, waiting for the health to come back because my even when I try to pick it out, it just gets frizzy because there's just, like, not enough. So we working on it, but it's coming because your girl's gonna have because I always wanna have really big hair. That's my energy.
I
That's my
love that, and I'm ready. Listen, if I got to come over there and give you a roller set, honey, you know, not because I was a licensed, cosmetologist. I will come over there with rollers, and I will give you some volume, darling. You gonna have some volume. Say less. I'm coming.
that
Yeah.
part. I did put on my Christmas list this year, like a tiny, 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 tiny curling rod. So my curls that are more waves here, we just gotta and give them a little oomph. So it might be something different after December 25th. We'll see what Santa Claus brings me. We'll see.
Okay. Well, because I actually bought one, so I know exactly what you need. I do. I because as I was growing this out, this was tiny. I needed something to just grab that. So
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
mine was way too small or way too big, that is. Um, but yeah, so I made Rel watch Twilight and I recorded most of it when I pulled all the clips. I mean, the movie is only 2 hours long, not even 2 hours long, and I had over an hour worth of content. You do what you will with that. When I upload, I tried to I was trying to be like really lazy and I tried to piece it all together and then just upload it to Opus and be like, you know what's
Right.
funny?
Right.
The way it's only giving me half screens, and I did it again, and I was like, I'm gonna have to work for it, but it's worth it, guys. It's so funny because Rel literally gave my movie 3 out of 10, which is fine. And also, she loved it secretly. She says she hates it, but she loved it.
It wasn't bad, and now I'm gonna watch because now I'm invested, right? So I got to see what's going on with all of these cringy vampires.
It only gets better from here. It only gets better.
Yeah, so I'm in. Like, we're gonna watch. We have like dates coming up that I'm gonna watch two. What is it? 2 through 4. How many damn Twilights are there?
Here's Twilight. Actually, I want to get it correct. I should know this.
Yeah, you should. And like, what's going on?
But I want to say it's New Moon, but I want to double check that. Twilight order. I was right. Twilight. So Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn. But Breaking Dawn is such a long book, it's 2 movies. So there's five.
Oh my god, there's 5. All right, I'm in. Cause I gotta know. That's the problem. That's charge it to my ADHD. Now I gotta go down this damn rabbit hole, and I'm gonna. So
Well,
I'll
she's
here we
about to
go.
have she's about to have two boys fighting over her.
Okay.
Plus, people are always trying to kill somebody. So it's gonna be a great date. I'm actually
Wow.
watching Vampire Diaries right now. I'm in this vampire theme. I don't know what's up with me. Have you ever seen this movie? Or this show, I should
You
say?
know I have not seen Vampire Diaries. Mm-mm.
It's like I'm kind of obsessed. It's really cute.
Emily, I'm not watching it. I'm not. You cannot make me. I cannot. I can't.
Yeah, no, no. But it's like different. It's good. It's like the thing I put on like when I do my meal prep. So it's like on my iPad because I'm in my kitchen and I'm just like watching these other vampires fall in love with this other white girl, normal people shit.
Okay. No. I totally get it. And I was thinking like, what are the black movies? Like, I'm like, does she need to watch? Like, what are the things that like I would revoke somebody's black card for if they've never seen them? So I'm
Yeah, we
like,
need
is
to
that the
started
list
your
that I
list.
make up?
I
Like,
already started your waiting list. I feel like I need to watch Soul Food because you keep talking about Soul Food. I've never seen this movie.
yes, then you have to watch. Yes. Okay. So then soul food. Yeah. Have you seen The Color Purple? Like everybody's seen The Color Purple. Have you seen The
I
Color
do.
Purple? Okay, good. Have you seen Coming to America?
Yes, I have seen that. Devin had me watch this one. Yes, that one's a good
Okay,
one.
all right, so we got some good things going on. Like, I'm just trying to think, like, what oh, you should totally have you seen Waiting to Exhale?
No.
Waiting to Exhale is, I think, yes, let's watch Waiting to and then, like, there's a really long series, like, The Women of Brewster Place, like, I don't know if you've seen that, but the
No.
therapist in you would love all of this trauma.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be good. And
Yeah.
that's what I just see this as like a once a month thing where we're somewhere and it's because it's winter and we just watch these movies and eat snacks. Like that's what it's feeling like for me.
In pajamas, of course.
Well, of course. I
Yeah.
I can't wear real pants. That's not a thing I do.
Yeah,
In the
like
winter in my home,
yeah,
I'm wearing pajamas. What are we talking about?
pajamas only. I've been wearing sweatsuits. I'm going back to work, and now I have to put real clothes on. I don't
Nope.
know if I could do it, Emily. I don't know if that's a
I'm
thing.
in this season of like, what kind of work clothes can I find that are kind of not like I just literally today I went to Torrid and I bought this like I don't even it's kind of like a shawl. I took a screenshot of it because I was trying to show it to somebody else. But like here, I'll show you. It's like that.
Yes, yes. Ooh, gorgeous,
It's
gorgeous.
really it's not too heavy, but it's really soft, which is great because you know I always run hot. So like it has like burgundy red in the plaid. So I was like, oh, I have a red shirt and jeans, like work appropriate. So comfy. It's like I'm wearing a blanket. Say
Well, I'm
less.
thinking, can you even put leggings on that bad boy? Like, I'm in legging season. It's leggings and big sweaters only. Like, that's it.
Yeah, I must have 12 pairs of black leggings. Like, and
I
then I
even
saw
have the colors. I have the ones with the wool inside of them.
I really want a pair of those. I just saw someone have like a plus size version where it's like the ones
Amazon.
that look like I got ones from Amazon last year. They said they're plus size, they lied. But the ones
Liars.
that look like
Stockings,
yeah, yeah,
those.
yeah. And but they actually have the fleece lining in them. That's what your girl needs because I love a dress in the winter with some boots, but my pasty white legs get cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing all the time, but these stupid pointy nails, I poke holes in everything. So I poked holes in mine. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I spent $27 on a pair of fucking tights. And then the first time I put them on, I put these fucking nails.
I know.
Um,
That's exactly how I felt.
I could have hit somebody.
Yeah,
I was
and I think I need a bigger pair because they were so tight. You know how they're like too tight? I'm in a weird size. I feel like I am in a large, like I'm probably could go to like the 0X. Like I need to be there. And that's just such a odd size because some places I could be a XL, but then sometimes the 0X is too big. So
Mhm.
that in
I
between
agree.
size
It's
is
so weird, and it's almost like XL1X. Like that's the weird thing. It's like large XL and XL1X. Like everyone's like through those three because it's like, what am I?
exactly, exactly. And I'm in that. And I feel like Everett too. Like I feel like he's in like a 2.5X. Like
Mm,
2X sometimes is too small.
yep.
3X sometimes jumps and then it's too large. He's like a 2.5X. Like where does that where I get that at? Like,
It's
please,
the
like
opposite for Sassafras Devin. It's like, am I a small? Am I an extra small? Also, the man wears a size 28 pant. Where are you finding that?
nowhere,
Show us
nowhere,
where are we finding that?
nowhere.
I mean,
There's
come on.
nowhere you're finding that. Nowhere. He's the
And so
same size as, like, Brandon. Brandon's around like, he's around that size. BS, my kid turned 26. I've got a 26-year-old. I mean, I have a 27-year-old too, but they turned on Monday, and they have October 27th is such a popular day. My bonus daughter, my daughter's best friend, so she's my second middle daughter. She
yeah.
has the same birthday, October 27th, and then a coworker of mine, my cha-cha, her birthday's October. I know
Okay,
so many October 27th birthdays. It's crazy.
that's really cute.
It
That's really
is. It's so cute, but I'm out of work, so I ain't give no gifts. Like
um,
I got a happy birthday for y'all. Like that's it.
that's all it should be. That's all it should be.
Same for Christmas.
It's
I
great
can't do it.
when we had such a good time when we got together, and also the way, and you're gonna love this, the way everyone in my life was so excited for me because I don't really have friends like that. Like that's not how it's been most of my life. Like I had
Sure.
one sleepover as a little kid and it went really bad and then I never had a sleepover ever again. Um like my mom like was like, "Do you still have people over?" Like texting me later because she just wanted to hear how it went. And then like I had to do a call with my dad and like somebody else because we're planning something for my mom for like during the Christmas season. And he was like, "We'll have to be later because Emily has friends over, so she'll let us know when she's ready." They're so cute. Sassafras Devin was off like hours earlier. That man's went and walked around Woodbury Commons.
Oh,
It's fine. He took pictures of everything he wanted for Christmas on the rack and on his body because that's who he is.
I love
Um,
that. That's
he
awesome.
he was like, "I didn't wanna make anyone feel uncomfortable, so, like, I just walked around and hung for a bit, so, like, you could have your time, and I knew you were looking forward to this." And I was like, "Damn, I really didn't have friends earlier, this is pathetic, but also so precious." Like, and also the way, like, you guys left and we chatted a bit, I had that meeting, and it was 7:30 and my ass was in bed because I was so tired. I was like,
Peopling
"Damn."
was a lot for you, Em.
That was a lot for me. I'm like a toddler, like, my play date was entirely too long, and I was done, like, if you had put me in the car seat on the ride home, I would have napped.
That would have been it. You'd have
I would
been
have
done.
napped. But it just, like, had me thinking about how, like, that was kind of always what I wanted, like, a group of people can just come
That.
together and hang out, we can just, like, watch a stupid movie and, like, wear our pajamas and eat and chat and talk about life, like, that's really all I wanted. That's it.
Oh, that is so awesome. I love that. Oh, that
And
is
then,
the
guys,
best
I feel
ever.
like it's so unrelatable for you because you have always been a friends girl. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like you have friends that you've been friends with for years.
Yeah. Yeah. Crystal and I, my longest friendship, 40 years. We met in preschool. Rita
Oh,
and I met in middle school. So that's about 30 years.
mm,
So yeah, 44, yeah, 40 years, 30 years. And other people I've picked up along the way. I'm a bit of an orphan. And so I
is
think
people just flock to you because you're safe.
but sometimes I feel like, and honestly, that's what I've been like struggling with. And I wrote out all of my thoughts about it today because I'm like, yo, nobody's buying tickets. So like maybe the people really just don't fool la la with your girl. And I'm also okay with that. Like, that's also an okay thing. I know we talked about it last time, but I'm like, maybe, and I think it's okay to examine that as well. You know what I mean? Like, I think that that's okay too. So I'm just kind of like, maybe the people don't fool out loud with me, and that's all right. So,
I think it's less of them not along with you, and I think it's more of people always think somebody else has got it. Oh,
okay,
somebody else got it. Oh, somebody it kinda reminds me of, like, the kid's birthday party, right? Like, they sent out the invitation to the entire class, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, all this stuff," and they probably could go on the Saturday, but they got so much other shit happening, and they're like, "Ah, just one kid, like, everybody else will go." But everybody's parents said, "Oh, everybody else is going,"
right.
and then kids show up to the birthday party. Like, I
Yes,
everybody at this point in time is so emotionally burnt out,
for sure.
just having to add another thing to their calendar, even if they want to go, they just
Yeah,
don't got time sometimes. And
for sure.
it's good enough excuse for people not to show up for you because they absolutely should, but I think it's less about being like, "Ugh, Rel, I secretly don't like her," and more about like, "Oh, I have to look back at that," or, "Oh, so much of things are."
Yeah.
I think
And I totally get that. I really, really do. And I'm again, when I tell you, let me tell you something. Me and my brother were talking about this because having this show, my baby brother and I have realized that we are legitimate twin flames. So he calls me Twinster, I call him Twinther. Like, like we are cheesy as hell. Fine. Um, but we were talking about, and then I just lost my thought, but hold on, it's gonna come back to me. Perimenopause, guys. Where was I going? What were we talking about? People not
not
fool
showing up
align with
for
you.
you, your event.
Oh, my event. Oh, and it bringing us closer together. But I think like that's just kind of it. If nobody else comes, the things that have happened for me, and I talked to my called my brother, like, how did you go from A to B? And he was like, let me make you a song. And I was like, a song? And the joy that that song brings me, like,
Oh my gosh. Guys, if you haven't seen it on Rel's social, she posts like a review. Like I think you're sitting on a couch and like I think is that you hearing it for the first
for
time?
the first time, that's me hearing it for the first time.
Joy that comes through, it radiates through her entire body. Like
Exactly.
it's the most
Yes.
precious thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was electric, and so that's the thing, right? And so I guess if you build it, they will come, whatever, or they may not come, and that's okay. But what has transpired for me because of this has just been super
Yeah.
duper amazing, and that brings me so much joy. And
Right.
yeah, it brought me to my brother who's my twin flame. Hello. I'll
Abs
take that every day.
absolutely. And I also think too, and like you've heard me say this before, like the way that we show up when no one is watching is the building blocks, is the foundation for everything that we're gonna grow, right? Like
Yeah.
there were I can't tell you how many lives I did when I was slinging clothes that nobody watched, except 0. And I put on a show like there were 10,000 people watching.
Yep.
It grew and it grew and it grew and it grew and it grew. Just like right now, right? Like
Yep.
we hee hee ha on about the 8 people, but we show up like there are 8 million people watching.
Legit. Yes.
Yeah, like, and the more that you do that, and you are really good at doing that for other people, you struggle with doing it for yourself. Not to call you on the podcast, we're calling you on the podcast.
For sure. For
But
sure.
because Rel goes so hard for everybody in her life. Like
I
she
will.
will burn
I will.
anything, everyone down for the people that she loves
For
without a
sure.
second thought. You should hear her when she hears about people even being kind of mean to me. Just a little bit. She's like, "What's their social security number?" Like she's ready.
Yeah, I am on my way. Hello, because 'cause you're being mean to my friend, and I will not stand for that. "Excuse you? Do you know they're fabulous, and I will bite you. Thank you." Like, and
Mhm.
that's it.
I
So,
mean, that's just like so like the and I think like that energy towards yourself, unstoppable. Unstoppable.
we're working on it for sure. We're working on it for sure, and I'm excited and, again, to have a friend that sees it, that can say, "Hey, this is, where you've gotta do your work," is also
Yeah.
that's really wonderful about having friends, and friends that really care about you will say to you, they will pull your coattail. They'll say, "Hey, your slip is showing," or, "Your crown is, misaligned," or, "We need to adjust it." And there's nothing wrong with that. And I just
For sure,
appreciate
because
that.
I feel like everyone who knows you sees, like, how good you are at the stuff that you're good at, right? Like, everyone who comes up to me and talks about the podcast is like, "Oh my god, I saw that clip," or, "Oh my god, I was watching about." "Oh my god, your friend Rel is so funny." She is so funny. Like, there's no she said, "I wanna do a variety show," and I went, "Duh." That is like the next place to go because you're too funny not to. You know what I mean? Like, I it just is what it is. Like you're just good, guys. And like I think that kind of because this friendship talk actually leads me into like the one of the things I want to talk about today, which is the fact that like I don't really journal. I was telling Rel this a little while ago, but I had this like weird pull to just like and I think it was post having everybody over, like, I just kind of word vomited a little bit, and, like, I can't even journal like a regular person, even that had to be a list because, like, I'm just, like, too Virgo for my own good, but, like, it was literally just all about, like, what healthy boundaries look like in adult friendships, right? So, like, I have it pulled up because I wanted to just chat about it with all you, and it's like I wrote that how boundaries and friendships change as we grow, right? Like adult friendships aren't just like brunch and besties bracelets. Their schedules, their emotional bandwidth, their grief, their careers, there's kids or not having kids, their healing journeys, there's breakthroughs and breakups. You know what I mean? It's people trying to show up for each other while losing themselves in the process because I think at least a big part of adulthood that I have seen and experienced is yes, it's figuring out who you are, but it also means like losing who you were.
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
kind of like shedding that snake skin. And that's a lot while also trying to show up and smile for other people sometimes. And like, so I literally was just like, healthy boundaries in adult friendships look like, eclipse here, like
Yeah.
communication without needing guilt.
Yes.
Like it's not sorry, so sorry, I can't. It's I can't this week, but I plan for next weekend. There's no guilt. And I think most of these Rel and I do really well, which is why we've been friends for so long. Like,
Yes.
if we can't do it, we don't. Or if we say we're gonna do it and then somehow we can't, we're just like, hey, I can't do it. And we're go, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Like either of us, I know for me, right? Like I've never been like, oh, Rel canceled. Not one time I go, no, it's fine.
Never.
But
Never. And I think because it's also rooted in honesty, and I think because I understand, right, like your heart. I
Mhm,
know that your intentions for me are always solid. They're always good. Which is why that's why if something comes up, I know it's not like she's flaking, she's bailing. Something came up because you're also very honest, right? And we're honest with one another. So, and I don't need to pretend. And I don't believe that you need to pretend. And it's not a heavy lift because we are adults and understand that, life's.
mhm.
You know what I mean? And I have also been in and have some friendships that they come to me and let me know like this thing hurt my feelings, right? And so again, I can go, "Okay," right? And I can hear that. I and understand that I may not have meant to hurt your feelings. I can acknowledge I did and I can say, "My bad, I'm sorry," as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree, and I think you feel the exact same way I do, right? Because I think that's exactly what it is. Like, there's just this trust for us that looks like, I know you got me. And the
Yeah,
amount of times we have said to each other when it comes to canceling something, going, I don't got it. And
legit.
that to us means like I don't have the bandwidth, I don't have the emotional capacity, I don't literally don't have the time. But I will, and I will always circle back because we're friends. But in this literal moment, I don't have it. And we go, okay, how can I help?
For sure. And I'll be honest with you, like even I'm going to tell you some real talk. I was going through this situation when I came up with the variety show. And so I went to my partner and I went to another bestie and I was like, I got this idea.
Yeah.
And they were like, and my bestie was like, I don't see it, friend. And I was devastated, not in that she didn't see it. That wasn't the devastation. I just went, if she can't see it, then maybe there's nothing worth seeing, right? And
Uh,
so
okay.
that took me a minute to sit with myself, right? And
Mhm.
then I just went and I said to her, I said, maybe I said, "I hear that and I respect that and I get it because it's my vision and maybe you're not supposed to see it." And she said, "Yeah, friend." And I understood that. So still no beef, no harm, no foul. It's just that this journey I knew I had to take on my own. I'd be willing to go on my own. And that was the test for me because I also am a recovering people pleaser.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And
Well,
so, but also I love that she felt safe enough to tell me that she didn't see it as well. You know what I mean? Like that also is some real talk. She said, "Friend, I don't see it." And I went, "What?"
oh
But that
yeah.
was okay. It was never any beef. I just had to sit in my feelings and process for myself. What does that mean for me? And that too is also okay. And I'm grateful for that experience, really.
Yeah. And I think it also tells you about, the different kinds of friendships and the different people we're friends with, right? Like, and Rel is much more open than I am, like in most ways, right? Like, I think about when we did that photo shoot and we were walking down the street. I was wholeheartedly in my phone, not paying attention, not trying to. She's just talking to random humans. Oh, that is not my energy. And she forever reminds me to like pick up my head and be a part of the world around me because I am super goal oriented. So
Yeah,
she reminds me to do that, and I feel like I remind you to laser in on the thing.
absolutely.
I do the lasering really well, where you're like, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh fuck, I didn't get those things done. Where I am like, oh no, that's been done, but I didn't like interact with other human beings this week.
Yeah, I think that we are a really great balance. And also in friendship, you also have to know your friend. See, I know which friend I can go to that's going to hold me when my world is falling down. And I
Yeah,
know which friend that I need is light, is airy, and we just have a good time together and we don't go deep. You have to know those friends as well. And that's really important.
and I think even with like your vision too, right? Like that was a little bit of what I think I was trying to say, but not very well. Was like some friends can't see the vision because their brain doesn't work like your brain.
Yep.
Like some friends are very like, and this is it, the square goes with the square. And Ralph's like, why can't I shove two rectangles in that square? Let me work. Like
Legitimately.
it fits, don't it? Slam the lid on that, it's fine. And like you are very colorful and very bright, and why not? And some people are very, this is how it goes. and it's
Yep.
hard for them to see it because, but like you said, they're not supposed to.
Exactly. And so yeah, and I think most importantly for me is honesty. And like what we've talked about previously, I'm very much now on this, let's be honest, and I don't want to worry about hurting your feelings because you know that my honesty comes from my heart in this place. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm trying to help. But I did have conversation with my brother today, and because my partner is not able to assist me, and he's not able to assist me because he comes over here giving advice and I don't like the way that he says it, so then I want to bite his face off.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I just won't say anything then. So I was saying, I was honest with him and having conversation, and I said, but if your job is to coach and to help, then you have got to say it in a way that I can hear it. And for me, what I realized in my friendship, I'm very passionate. And
Mm.
because I'm very passionate to my friends. So I'm just like, like, and it's very aggressive. And so my friends have said, like, and I can't hear that. And so because of
Oh,
that,
but I also feel like you and I have a very different, because I don't feel like I've ever been like, oh, I can't hear that from Rao. Like I was like, I feel like I feed on your energy. But again, it's just like different human beings.
yeah, and I'm just very like, "Oh, no, girl, you need to and over here and 1 2 plus 2, carry the 3, like, and let's go." And they're like, "Whoa, that's a lot." And so I realized I had to soften my approach. And so knowing that now, I have a softer approach and I go, "Well, maybe you'd be interested in hearing this perspective, or my perspective is this." And, you know,
Interesting.
um I also, right? So you have to know thyself, and you have to be able to hear what your friends can hear and what they can't hear and how they can hear it. Because
Mhm.
I love my friends, I will adjust the messaging because I'm really interested in them getting the message. And I'm not so much interested in it has to be a certain way from me. I can adjust. My
Yeah,
friends need me, and I want to show up for them in a way that they can hear the message more, is much more important than me being able to say it the way I want to say it. No, that's not important to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that for sure. And I think it's, and this is gonna sound so crazy, so like just bear with me. And I don't know if you've noticed this about me, but I am not someone who seeks advice generally from others. I'm not that girl. And that makes me sound so full of myself. And I don't mean it in that way, right? But like,
Not at all.
okay,
Not at
good.
all.
Because I am not. Like I have done so much interpersonal work that I know without a doubt that the answers are in me. Sometimes I need a pep talk. Sometimes I need like I'm drawn to the conversation with Rel where I was like, I don't know if I can be a therapist. I don't know where I'm gonna work. I want to be in private practice. I don't know where to go. I don't know who to call. And she went, shut up. Yes, you can. What are you talking about right now? Like, you're gonna be great. We're not even having that conversation. I have a number. Call this person. I think they'll be great for you. And I called the number and took the interview, and that's literally where I work now. And it's great. And I'm a wonderful therapist.
You
So like
are.
every once in a while, I need like a you're good and I see you. But I am generally not someone that's like, what do you think I should do? That is not my energy. And a lot of my friends don't get that. Like they want to be like, well, have you thought about? And there's this really like part of me sometimes that's like, no, 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 they're trying to be helpful, like because that's what I would do for them because everybody comes to me for advice, and I love to be able to support and do the things, but I don't generally because my thing is if I need advice, I ask. And
Yep.
you had that conversation, we had that conversation years ago where
Yep.
I'm like, hey, I need support. Or if I have a question, I will ask you the question. And then
Yep.
I want your opinion, I'm gonna ask you for it.
Yep.
So like it's just the way like and Rel gets that about me. So I don't generally need to be like talked to in that way. So I think maybe that's where R is different because like I've never been like, oh, Rel's too much. But I think it's because you don't really offer me advice unless I ask you for it.
That yeah, that's the part because I think you and I are very similar in that way. Like, and I come and go, am like girl, so on and so forth. And I think sometimes we do the heavy lifting, you know what I mean? And so as people that do the heavy lifting and we spend a lot of time in introspection and reflection, like you said, it's like we got it. So I'm just, okay, now I need help in executing, but that's it. The plan, I got the plan. I'm ready to go. And so I agree. And I'll tell you, my brother, my baby brother, is very much like I am. He has no problem letting you know, I know what I'm talking about. I'm good at this. I'm good, great at that. And I
Nice.
love that. I love that. And
Yeah.
I think sometimes society for women, they don't love that we do that, because then they try and take us down a peg as
I
well.
The amount of people that tell me I'm too aggressive or too opinionated or too rough, and I'm like, I'm actually not any of those things.
Any of those things.
No, I'm
None
actually,
of those things.
and my thing is like, generally, if I'm upset, it's not because I don't know what to do. It's because I'm mad I have to do it. That's generally
Yes,
where I'm
girl.
at. Like, I
Yeah,
was upset last night about stuff. It wasn't because I didn't know how to handle any of those things.
legitimately.
Want to, and I'm mad about
Period.
it, and that's it. But I know what to do, and if I
Promise you.
don't know what to do, I know where to find it.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly, and I'm just getting into the space now. Everything for me is remove the barrier.
yeah,
That's all I wanna hear. That's all I hear in my head. Remove the barrier, and that's all I'm doing is removing the barrier, and I'm so excited about that. But also with what's going on at work, I had a conversation with Nicole, and so she was like, "Sherelle, you put your name on it?" And I said, "Nicole, do you know me? Like, I just need you."
I
Excuse
put my whole name.
whole name, middle initial as
I'm
well.
using Braille too, so they could feel it. What do you mean?
Part. I only show up when the people call for me, and there are various ways that they call, but please know when I show up, I'm ready to turn this mother every which way set loose, baby. You understand me?
Braille's just in the Ring camera. Guess what? Like,
Hello? Hello, I'm here. I
right
promise
through
you.
the door.
Yeah, I met my bio dad, so we call him Pops. I have a dad and I have Pops. So I met Pops, and Pops told me that he had an ice pick that was his best friend. And he said, "What did I come to the party if we ain't come to dance?" I said,
I love him. I mean, my thing is like, I just view you as like you cop knock on every door you walk up to. That's
yeah,
just what it is. Like, you're ready to rock.
that's it. And for a long time, I felt very like you. I was unsure about that for a while, right? And it was just it was that, am I too much? Actually, I'm just enough. And whoever got a problem with it, that's their problem.
Yeah.
But please know, I'm nothing to play with. That's my thing. I'm nothing to play with. You know why? Because I stay in my sandbox. But when you come over here playing in my sandbox, just know I'm ready to play.
Mm. Wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and my friends know that about me, and I appreciate that, and I love them for that. And probably some of this, I think, even I'm sorry to take it back, but even like this show, I think sometimes because we are the ones that do the heavy lifting, everybody's like, "She got it." She
Oh, yeah, that story of my life.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
got it, always has it. And I do until I don't.
there it is.
That's just what it is.
Until you
Like,
don't. Yes,
and then I put it down and everyone looks at me and I go, I don't want to anymore.
exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
So the other thing on my list, which is actually perfectly related to us too, which is not taking space personally. Life seasons happen, jobs change, energies shift, kids get sick, people rest, and distance doesn't automatically equal disinterest. And
for sure.
I don't know if the people would believe, but Rel and I very much used to be, we will chat every 3 to 6 months and we'll go out for dinner for 2 hours. And then I won't hear from that bitch for another 6 months. And it wasn't just like I won't hear from Rel. Rel didn't hear from me either. I went,
Right.
we were busy,
Yeah.
busy ladies.
Yeah. We
And
were
that's,
in school and working like life
yeah,
was lifing
and it didn't affect our friendship in any way.
at all.
We could just pick up, and that's how I knew we were friends. We had a
Legit.
singular conversation. I walked into an office for an interview for something with school, and they brought me into Sherelle's office, and we spent about this much time talking about the thing I was supposed to be, and this much time talking about the other things in our lives. And I went, "Oh, a friend." And
Yeah.
now we got rocked from there, and we were good.
That was it. I was like, "Oh, you have a what? Okay, now give me your information and then I'll be reaching out." And that was it. And our friendship was born. And it was like, "Want to go for a walk? Want to go here? Want to go there?" And that is, and so really, I know we talk about it, but it really isn't that hard to make a friend. We made a little friend in the when we were birthday shopping in the crystal place.
Mhm.
She
We did.
overheard us having conversation and was like, "Where do you guys? And how about this?" And we were like, "Yeah, you're our socials." So it really is,
1000%.
yeah, it is kind of
And
that
and
simple.
my thing is too, like, this is I realized when we said episode like, week 14, this is the most consistent we've been, I think, ever.
Ever,
And it's
ever.
because we have to schedule and be here for the podcast work because 'cause we're committed ladies, you know what
That's
I mean?
right.
Like, but other than that, like and there are most of these 14 weeks, I don't hear from we don't hear from each other during the week. We catch up about for about 30 minutes to an hour before we record, and then we record, and then we jibber jabber for a few more, and then I don't hear from that bitch for a week. Because we're busy, and
Right.
that's fine, and it doesn't mean anything other than that.
Nope.
I know that Rel is not disinterested in our friendship, and she knows that I'm not disinterested in hers.
Legitimately, one of my closest friends, we, went to high school together, we met in middle school, and I remember the first question I asked this girl in middle school was, "So, you go with so and so?" And she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Y'all kiss?" And so she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Well, he got a big gap in his mouth, like, in his teeth." Like, that was it.
Obsessed with you.
We were friends from there. She
Mhm.
lives in North Carolina. She was from there. She moved back there. I might talk to this hoe like legitimately
Yeah.
maybe once a year.
Yeah.
She recently came up earlier this year and she was like, "I'll be in New York." And I was like, "I'm coming." And that was it. We still catch up, we kiki like we have not missed a beat. And we've missed years. There are years that I don't speak to her, not because I don't love her and not because she don't love me. She's busy and I'm busy. And that's just that.
Align when we're supposed to align, and that's it.
That's it.
And I think sometimes people really struggle with that. I think
Yeah,
especially
don't.
with female friendships. It's like, "Oh,
Mm-mm.
you're mad at me, she doesn't like me, no, she's just busy.
Very.
She's just
I
busy."
go on vacation with Rita every year. We probably don't talk to one another for like legitimately the month prior to vacation. And then the night before is like, all right, so what time I gotta be at your house? And
Mhm.
she's the planner. I never know anything. I don't know our flight. I know nothing. And so it's always like, what do you go? I don't know. I don't have those answers. I'm just gonna meet her on the plane. That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
1000%.
yeah.
And that's the way it works, right? And I think, again, like, it's that perfect example of different kinds of friendships. Because every
Yeah.
once in a while, like, you do post, like, out with your girls or other things, and there's not a moment for me where I'm like, "She don't invite
Right.
me," because we have different friends and we do different things, and I'm hyped for you because I go, "Oh, she needed that vacation."
Legitimately, I do think I'll be honest with you about that. I was thinking about making a post because I told you I'm a recovering people pleaser, so it creeps in sometimes, but even, like, as I'm showing my little brother love, I don't want any of my other brothers to think I don't,
Ah,
love and appreciate them, or even something that I really was struggling with was this relationship with Pops and how my dad and how my grandma were gonna feel about that, and then at the end of it and what from the back of my mind that comes to the forefront is but I get to be my whole self and I get to love who I wanna love, and I have enough love to go around for all of these people. I love them all immensely, and I will bite someone over each and every one of them,
1000%.
period. Yeah,
1000%.
and I think that they know that, but that's the people pleaser in me that's so I'm just, always thinking about it because I don't wanna make anybody feel uncomfortable, right? In my heart, that's where it stems from, but ninjas might be upset, and you know what? And my thing now is and when they come to me, I'll address it. If it's a problem, they'll come and then we'll address it. If not, Imma keep it pushing.
Mhm. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
And I think my next one, I we kind of already chatted about, which was more like reciprocity, not scorekeeping. So it's
Yeah.
always been about balance. It's not tit for tat. Like some seasons you pour more, and some seasons they do. And we don't resent that. We just trust that they got us.
Yes, I'm gonna add to that though. When you notice, if you feel like there is inequity in the friendship and you make it your business to address that and go, hey, I feel like I'm doing, more of the heavy lifting or I'm the one reaching out. And if they don't acknowledge it or if they don't work on it, That just means that you need to adjust where you put them, because maybe they are not as close a friend as you thought, and maybe they're more of an acquaintance, and that's okay too.
Because my thing is, how and even in that situation, like, if you're feeling that way, you let them know, right? But you also gotta check in with you.
Yep.
Because if you're doing what feels like more than other people, why are you doing so much?
Right. What is that about? For sure.
And are you doing some of these things? Because sometimes we're not, right? But are we doing some of these things because we're expecting something in return?
Yes. That you got to check that.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, it's still your stuff. Because my thing is, if you've been doing, and they haven't from day one, and now you're coming at them, they're looking at you like,
Yeah, did I ask you? Because if I didn't ask you,
"You
you
never
shut the
said
hell
this
up.
to me. You are now just tired, but they didn't ask you to run the marathon. You did."
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Like I have a family member, they're always like, and they love to run a receipt about what it is that they did for somebody, but and I've never liked that because I don't I don't run receipts on what it is that I've done, especially if I've done it from my heart, then that says more about them if they misuse and abuse me than it ever says about me. I showed up.
Yeah,
A
and my
hun-
thing is just like you said, right? Like, you figure out the friendship. If you're now feeling tired, if you're feeling mistreated, if you're feel that tells me you are now just ready to adjust what you do. If
Yes.
you're feeling tired, pull back.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And
That is it.
if you're now upset because you're expecting someone to be like, "Oh, I noticed all these things and all these things," that's
Mm-mm.
that's
That's
this.
a you thing for sure, for sure. We do not in my friendships, we do there is no score like you said, there is no scorekeeping. There is none. And I got one friend, I promise you before I go, "Can you?" And before I can ask her a thing, "Yep." She just is, she's just so supportive in that way. And know that if she needs, and she didn't even need, I'm offering. She's, "Oh, I'm so stressed about that. You need me to, what you need me to do? I will put my hands in here." That's just how it goes. Yeah.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
And I also feel like this next one for me is knowing when to step back and not blow up. Every disagreement isn't a betrayal, and sometimes 2 adults just handle life different.
1025,000,000%. Um, I don't know that I've had many disagreements
Yeah,
and about it and in my friendships, honestly. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but excuse me, we haven't had many, but I am always, because I spend so much time like yourself in introspection and reflection. I'm able to go, but was there malice of intent? That's the barometer for me.
yeah,
Did they intentionally try and hurt me? And I'll be so honest with you. My mom is not a safe space for me, and
yeah.
she has not been for a very long time. And I know that because there has been malicious intent in her actions, which is why I know that. So I think because I know that, I'm always able to go, did they mean to hurt me? And if I know that they didn't mean to hurt me, then we can overcome, and it's just we see it differently, and that's just fine.
Yeah.
Um and that's the
And
barometer.
here's the other piece for me, right? Because I think genuinely, right, like, I'm relatively like, everyone go live their life how they live it. It's very therapist of me, like, none of my business. I don't gotta sleep on your pillow. I don't gotta leave my like, you do what you're gonna do.
Yep.
And also, I have definitely had a handful of people come into my life that wanted to be friends, and I said, "No, thank you." Because here's the thing for me. Morally, we don't align. It is not my right to tell other people how to live their
Their
life.
lives. For sure.
But if how they live their life makes me upset, why am I hanging out there?
I wouldn't.
You know what I mean? Like, and I have had people where I'm like, this is a clusterfuck, and I'm just like all set actually. And they're like, why? And I'm like, well, I actually don't really like this, and I don't think we should be friends. And I've straight up said that to people. Like,
I love that.
I don't wanna be friends. I'm actually all set. Like,
Right.
you're doing what you do, but, like, this upsets me enough that I don't wanna be friends.
Yeah.
I'm all good.
Yeah.
That just is what it is, right? Because you don't have to like everybody. I don't like everybody, and everybody don't gotta like you. But
Okay
when
now.
you stay in friendships where you don't align morally,
No.
you need to know when to step back because I don't
Absolutely.
get the right to tell other people how to live.
Period.
And
That
I
like
also
yeah.
know that the people I give my time to influence the way I think, the way I feel, the way I act.
Absolutely.
That doesn't mean I'm not open and listening always. It just means that when I get to know people one on one, if they are really mean to other people,
It's a no. It's a
it's
hell no, actually.
like they're in unsafe spaces. Like it's I don't I know me. How I show up for other people. What I call like my pillars of what's happening, who I am. You know what
I
I
know
mean?
I knew what you was talking about, so did
Yeah,
they. It's fine.
let me live. You know what I mean? But like there are certain things that really, really matter to me.
Yeah.
If you don't align in those ways, I'm not gonna tell you how to live. I'm not even gonna tell you like, "Oh, you shouldn't live like that." Like, I'm just gonna steam myself out. Like,
And you know what? Imma say this, and, the people just take a seat because what I'm gonna say is gonna make you maybe a little uncomfortable. One of my pillars is authenticity,
oof, yes.
and I struggle with people that are not authentic, and I have some family members that
Mhm.
I believe are inauthentic, and it is very hard to be in relationship with them due
Yeah.
to that. I struggle there. Um, and I've also decided that, like, I don't have to be. You know what I mean? And here I've been really thinking about this too. Yes, blood is thicker than water, but it doesn't mean that it's better than.
Nope. Not even a
And that's
little
and yeah, and I think that's the caveat. So people go, blood is thicker than water. And I want to put a little asterisk and go, yeah, but it doesn't mean it's better than.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
100%.
yeah,
And I don't know, like, that matters to me. Like, I don't sit and speak like, if I sit down at a table and they're talking about the person as soon as I stand up and walk over to the table, I'm so good. And Ra will tell you, like, I have a sixth sense about people.
yeah, you do.
I can
Yeah,
feel
you
it
do.
from the moment I meet them. I go, I don't know. I don't know
Yep.
that. I
Yep.
can feel it in my bones. Literally, I'll tell you, remember we told that story forever about my friend Liz, who was ready to fight that lady who was mean about Devin's books? I
Yes.
swear on my mother, and you know how much I love my mother.
I know how much you love her.
I was sitting at the bookstore, and a lady walked in. I have never seen this lady in my life. Everything in my bones said, "That's a fucking bitch that didn't like Devin's book." And the way you tell me that was that lady.
I knew it was. I knew it was.
No. Like, I could she walked, she said nothing. She walked in the door, and I looked at her, and I went I could just tell from her energy, I went, that's that bitch.
Yep.
Bitch. And it wasn't because she didn't like Devin's book, it's because she went with the way she went about
The
not like
way she went about it. It's
Mhm,
not what you say, it's always about how you say it. Talk to me,
mhm.
put some respect in that voice. When you putting that bass in your voice, make sure you add a little sprinkle of respect in there. Cause I know Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high. Let me tell you something. When they go low, I go straight to hell. I don't know if the people know or not. Me and Lucifer go way back. You understand?
Here's the thing, like, I'm gonna go high, and I'm also gonna sweep the leg. Like, what are we talking about here?
Listen,
I'm just
I'm
serious.
telling you,
I'm serious.
I'm gonna talk about your trifling, no good, sorry, dead grandma. I am gonna talk about your ugly children. I'm gonna talk about, you understand? Like, that's where I'm gonna go. It's not going to be pretty on my life. I'm going again. Me and Lucifer, when I
We
walk in the hell, I go, Lou, what's up? How mama doing? That's how far back we go.
you guys have a handshake, don't you?
I promise you, for shizzling.
The
Listen, leave me
way
alone.
I know at some point in middle school, you were like, "Ba, ba, ba." Also, your mother's ugly. Like, I know that's the way you rolled. I know it was. I
I
mean, congrats.
You know what was bad about me, and I now that I'm thinking about it, like, I got a lot of attention. I told y'all I'm a recovering people pleaser, so, like, there's that, and I had a lot of wounds, and so I was looking for male attention, But if a man gave attention to me and his girlfriend was like, "Well, you know that's my man," and I would always let them know, "Yeah, and I'll take him." Like, that didn't go over well. A
No,
lot of people wanted to fight me, and
they did, but also control your man.
that part, I just don't be in my face. I have never since I was a little girl, I've never liked that. Like, don't come to me about no trifling dude. He's in my face. And if
And
I wanted to be with him, I would. So
I
stop.
think he was good enough for you because he also was not. But girl, he wasn't good enough for neither of y'all.
That part. That's
He
my thing. Like,
was a
no,
guy,
no,
and you
no.
guys became friends. Like,
Yeah, like if I wanted him, I'd have him. And the women just never, ladies never. And that's been and I stand on that still today. So please, if your man is in my face, then you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm not trying to, like I just want to be over here minding my good business. You understand?
Mhm. And my last one of things that dumped out of my brain this week was, and you're gonna like this one too, friendships that don't rely on chaos. If peace is boring and drama feels bonding, that's attachment trauma. That's not a connection.
I cannot. I cannot. I'm not I have a hairpin trigger as is. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? I got the people on call for the bail money when I'm gonna need it, but we're in New York State, and so I'll be out in no time
I was
with
gonna
an appearance
say,
ticket.
yeah,
So don't even trip. And I know the people in the jailhouse. However, I can't. I don't, and I know as wild as I am, I really don't like drama. I like peace. And I'm a fixer, so I can't
mhm,
have all that drama because then that makes me want to get in there and put my hands in. I ain't
mhm.
got energy for that.
And here's the thing for Pharrell and I, right? And like we are not standing on like, ugh, we don't gossip. We gossip.
Promise you.
Love it. But here's the anything we said to each other behind somebody's back, we
Could
would say
say to their face.
right to their face. I've
Yeah.
seen that. So the amount of times people have gone, "Oh my god, you're so loud," and
Yeah, I meant that shit. What are we talking about?
once, so I don't say I don't repeat myself. That's how I
I
feel.
Can I tell you, I'm so bad. We were out to dinner and the table next to us was so loud and they were jumping on she was, I want to say like bride to be. Baby, waiter, please come here. And I wrote a note to her like, "You are not wrong. Do not let them, bully you." And I told him like, send, and, and Everett was like, "Jesus H Christ," like. But no, I meant what I said. You need me to come over here and tell this family? Excuse me, y'all bullying her and y'all dead ass wrong. Thank you. So
Did she get
she did get my note, but I'm that girl. Like I'm Captain Save Everybody, so I can't have that kind of drama. You can't have drama in your life
and
like
here
that.
and like the other thing that piggybacks on that for us is like, I know without even having to ask you that if I was doing something wrong, you would tell me.
I would.
You would tell me with
I
on
would.
all 10 toes, you would tell me.
I would. I would. I'd go
I don't
sit.
do I don't do hair wrong, so she hasn't had to, but if I
Right.
did, she would send me for an MRI to make sure I didn't have a brain injury,
Yeah,
and
I
that
would check in. I legit would just go, "Hey, sis," because sometimes there is no rhyme or reason, and sometimes you just want to burn shit down, and I do understand that. And so, right, and same with you. You'd go, "Okay, you can do that," but like moving forward, what would after that? Then what? And then I'd go, "You're right," right, and
yeah,
that's holding me accountable and talking me off the
yeah.
ledge.
For me, like, I think my burn it down era ended before I met you. And my burn it down era was like, my mouth was vicious. I
Oh, I
was
believe
gonna
that
mess you up before you I was gonna hurt you before you could hurt me.
hurt me. Hmm.
I was mean. The way my family shouldn't talk to me anymore, but they do, with their souls. I was because I was really messed up. I was really traumatized. I
Yeah.
was gonna hurt everybody else before they hurt me, right?
Yeah.
Did that work already. So when I get to a place where I am gonna say or I pull way back. Like I have trained myself to go, no, 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 no.
Right.
Go quiet. Turn that phone off. And only because I live with this man, he knows I go, no, right now. I'm gonna say things that I can't take back and they gonna hurt your feelings.
Right.
I'm gonna take a lap and I'll
Right.
see you. And then we go talk it out. Because right now, because I've just gotten really good at that. Because it's
Yeah.
time because I have said many, many things to people that I cannot take back and
Take
no
back.
apology fix.
Yeah.
Just doesn't fix it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never been that girl, because I had very overbearing parents, so it was a lot to even say anything. I'm just finding my voice.
Yeah.
But because I'm now finding my voice, I think much like yourself, like I can do it.
Mhm.
And so I need time. So that's my thing now. I need time. Or I
Mhm.
get very, very quiet. I have to go inside and I gotta go inside so that I don't because I don't want to apologize for shit, right? So I
Right.
don't so that's why I don't say it because I don't
I
wanna
told you this.
apologize.
If I said it, I'm not sorry.
That part, that's exactly.
I meant it when I said it. If I was pushed that far, I'm not sorry I meant it. Am I sorry it hurt your feelings? Yeah. Am I sorry
Maybe.
we had a fight? Yeah. Am I sorry I said that thing to you? No, because it's
No.
probably true. I should have just said it differently.
That, which is why I, like, try to, like, okay, like, but when I say it, I said it,
Mhm.
and that's on period, and depending on the situation, I might not even go like, "Oh, I coulda said it differently." No, I like the way I said it, and I stand on
I'm
that.
preaching to myself right now because the amount of times Steven's like, "You need to apologize," and I go, "Why? I'm not sorry." Just looks at me and I go, "I'd say it again. I'm not sorry."
I'm not
And for him to say that because we talk to each other, like, as a therapist, you would think I wouldn't. The way I sarcastically he did something I didn't like 2 days ago, and I went, "You dirty fuck." And he went, "What?" And he was like and then later I did something and he just went with filthy fuck, which is just even funnier because he had the alliteration thing going on. But like, we are wild. Like the amount of times I'm like, you dumb hoe, like what are you doing? Like, and we just my mom's like, Emily. She loves to tell everyone that like Devin and I's term of endearment for each other is you piece of shit. I'll be
Yeah,
like, unload the dishwasher, and he goes, no. And I go, you piece of shit, unload the dishwasher. Like the people who live next to us,
I
they
love you guys, so it's
they probably
all
buddy.
it's the
But like
cutest thing
all
ever, I
these
love
things,
it.
like we
No,
are
exactly, I
our
love it,
like our children are gonna go to school saying probably really not good things because
and I
how
love
we're gonna
it.
roll this back to a level, it's not happening. I know it's not. It's gonna be what it's gonna be because
Yeah.
we are. Yeah.
And I can't wait. I cannot wait for you to send me the videos of the kids saying the wildest things so I can chuckle all over myself and just go, "You better not let them you better not put them in trouble. No time out for them."
Mhm. No, because it'll be our fault. We should go in timeout if anything.
Exactly, that's it.
Thanks for
Like,
being
yes.
all right. Are
All
you
right, we
ready?
did it.
Yes. Are you ready for a Am I the Asshole?
We you wanna do it? Are you sure? All
I
right,
do.
let's go.
We already over. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll eat at some point. It's whatever. What do you think he's gonna do? Come in here and bust up the podcast?
No.
To give you all guys, Devin was like 30 minutes, and I was like, we gonna work on it. We're here an hour. We were here 20, so it's been an hour and 20. He ain't gonna come in here. He'll be starving, but he ain't gonna come in here. I've been staring at this. I've had it up on my like bar of web pages opened for weeks now, and I
I'm
just
ready.
okay.
Let's do it.
So it says, happy ending. The title is Happy Endings While Married. It says advice needed. I have a workmate who is married and gets happy ending massages every day on his day off. He told me this in confidence, kind of as a joke or bragging and kind of bragging about it once. He's mentioned it a few times since, like saying he's looking forward to his day off because he's going to go see his favorite girl. He's very open about it among the boys, in quotations, at work. And since I've become more aware of his activities on his days off, I've also heard of other male staff members from the boys' club making comments about happy endings and other similar things. It seems to be widely accepted in my workplace, and they are a lot of older guys who are married. I guess my question I have for you is this actually socially acceptable? Obviously, it seems wrong, but do you think their wives know and just don't mind? Or is it just a secret? Do they seriously not know? How are they paying for these things? It just seems pretty obvious to me that like this feels wrong, especially if it's a secret. Is this common in your workplace too? What are your thoughts on your partners getting a service like this? Is this a form of cheating? Hope this is okay to post here. So they have lots of questions. And I saw this and I said, oh, I'm bringing this to Rel. Bringing this to
Yeah,
Rel.
like, okay, so I have a friend who gets the that gets the happy endings, and, like, they are on the phone, like, I heard them, and they were like, "Alright, I got the, like, like, 5, pay for 5 and get, like, a free, package," and I cackled all over the place. I thought it was really funny because he is married. Is it socially acceptable? No, I don't think it's socially acceptable. I think and they sound like they're older men, I think wives that have been married for a really long time are like, "Ugh, I don't care what you do, get out of my face." I do think that
Yes.
they are in, like, sexless marriages that they're doing
Okay.
this.
Interesting.
I do, and I'm gonna share from my own personal experience when I was married. At some point, there was no intimacy, and his pinky toenail better not have touched my pinky toenail. Like, that is how
Yeah.
separate we were, and I didn't give a good goddamn about what he was doing, and he was taking the trips over to the DR, and what was he doing over there in the DR? I'll just say that his friend had went over there and made a baby, so I know what goes on in the DR, and I didn't give a hoot nanny. I didn't give one hoot
Interest
nanny.
That's interesting. I
Um,
I definitely see that part for the people who are definitely in marriages who are very unhappy, but they don't necessarily want to leave because they've been married for so long, or they're feeling like they don't know how to leave, or too many things would have to be chaotic and their life is so stressful. Like we have that's a reality of marriages, right? But I
yep,
also feel like not everyone is in a marriage that looks like that.
I agree.
There are still these men or these people, we're going to say, who are just lying about it. And if their partner did know, they would be deeply hurt, right? So
Yes.
I kind of sit in this place where I'm like, maybe it's both. I don't know. Maybe that's just a naive take.
No, I think that I think that there are people that cheat on their spouses. And I
Yeah.
think that and cuz like now I think we got to go to a place even about socially. Men typically they want a woman, they're taught to want a woman that is pure, if you will.
Mm,
They don't want a woman with a whole bunch of bodies. So like I'm going to have a conversation. Like Everett has said to me, if I had been with 10, that would have been too like that's too many for him. And I was like, yo, the number for real
yeah.
don't really matter. Let me tell you about how it don't matter because you still want to put your parts in all of my parts and you don't know my number. And so again, they're taught to want a woman that
Uh,
is pure. However, what they do wanna be with is a woman that is experienced, because that's what they then go outside looking for. When they get this pure woman who don't know nothing,
yeah.
and then they gotta teach her, they're bored.
And my thing is, a lot of them they don't know nothing either, so they're bored because nobody know nothing, and nobody is willing to have the conversation about like, well, what do you like? This is what I like. Let's try this and see how. Most people are not willing to have those conversations.
For sure, and also my thing about this happy ending, like, you could just go take care of that, you go rub one out in the shower, like, what are we really talking about? So why are you over here paying for
That's
it?
that's why it feels like it's cheating, at least for them.
Oh, it's cheating.
You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know, it just feels really interesting to
Oh,
me.
it's cheating, like, a hard stop. You are cheating. If your wife or your spouse does not know that you are engaging in any sexual or emotional relationship, that is cheating. And
Yeah,
how? Because if not, then you could be open to tell your wife or have the conversation. Now,
yeah,
I do know some couples that, like, the husband's penis didn't work and so they together as a couple had conversation and was like, "Yeah, you can go get you a little boyfriend then."
oh,
Mhm.
interesting.
Mhm.
Because I feel like there's so many layers to this, right? And like,
It's
I mean,
cheating though.
yeah, yeah, for when they don't know for sure, right? But I don't know. I watched this show. I can't remember what it was called, but it had Jennifer Love Hewitt was like the star of it. Do you remember?
Okay.
And she was like a massage therapist, and she was trying to find work, and her husband left because he like had a surprise drug addiction he didn't know about. And the girl she went to massage therapy school with was like, "Oh, I'm working at this place that pays a lot of money." And she thinks it's like a regular massage parlor, but she finds out it's actually a happy ending massage parlor. So she starts kind of like doing this whole, and that's like the whole story is like she ends up running the place, and then she's dating the husband's brother. It's like a whole thing. It was actually
Oh,
chaotic. But like it was a lot of the storylines in this where it was not just like married old white men getting their happy endings. It was like, people who weren't in relationships who travel a lot for work, and like this is how they got connection. Because there was
yeah.
conversation in chat. So like, you mean like I get it, like sex work isn't like a problem for me. Like I don't struggle with
Nope.
that
Me
morally.
either.
I'm
I
good.
don't
Like
have a problem with it.
it's when we lie and manipulate, and also when we think things are different than they are, right? Like
Sure.
when you think you're in a relationship with this person, that becomes problematic, right? I
For
also
sure.
this is a different conversation, but I'm gonna say it because it popped in my brain. Welcome to Shades of Sanity. Um, I don't understand the allure of a strip club.
Me either.
You
I'm
can't
actually freaked out by it.
you can't touch her. What are we doing? You can't touch him, you can't touch her, you can't touch it. What are we doing?
But I will tell you, they touch you. So I go to the strip club.
What
We're
do you
in the
mean?
Maryland and we go to the strip club. It's
Okay.
me, it's a group of us.
Of course.
It's 3 women, me, 2 other women, and then E and his bestie. Can't get right. So it's the 5 of us in there. And I'm freaked out. I don't like touching. So I'm freaked out. So I'm like
You
gently
know
trying
it's not for me. I hate regular touching.
exactly. That's what I'm
I
saying. Like I don't like
He
touching.
doesn't
So
like to be
don't
hugged.
touch me,
I'm not
please.
a female.
I do not like that. I never have. And
Yeah.
this is we're in a women's strip club, so it's women. Now I'm mesmerized by this pole work. You hear me? And I love a good body. I love women's bodies. I'm not attracted to women, but I can appreciate a good body. And a fat ass is a fat ass, and I love it.
Accurate.
Sometimes I want to lick my hand and I want to slap an ass. You
Trying,
understand?
girl.
I would
Real.
never do it. I
Mhm.
know I would never do it, but sometimes I wanna when the ass is that juicy. So I'm
Mhm.
giving the little thing and they're like, hit the ass. And I'm like, I hit it, like, So then I go back to our section. From across the room, she sees me and we lock eyes. She flashes me her vagine. And then I'm like, she makes her way over to me. Baby, when I tell you I was fighting for my virginity like never before. You hear me? I had
Really?
these legs crisscross applesauce and they were locked down. You understand? Mama wasn't getting none of these cookies. She's on her knees, like in front of me. I am mortified. I have
Really? I've
now
never heard this story.
buried myself into Can Get Right's arm. Like I'm in his armpit, and Can Get Right is 6'4", like 330 pounds. So he's a big teddy bear. I'm like trying to hide inside of him. She motorboated my knee. Bitch. It felt good, but I like the mind fuck that was going on. Cause lady, also don't touch me. I did not pay you for this. And why did you show me your vagine, ma'am? I don't somebody
Man,
get me out of here. Miss lady, ma'am, please.
it doesn't make sense to me, but I am also someone who definitely I need emotional connection first, and also post sex, I'm now emotionally connected to you. Like, and Rel will tell you how many times have we hugged him in our friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Less times than she can count on her hand, I'm sure.
Not a lot.
I don't
And it's
even hug
not
my mom. I don't hug my and my little brother is so huggy, and and I'm like, if you he's like, "You have to hug me, really." I'm like, "I don't have to actually do that. I'm not." Like, every year for Christmas, he's like, "You gotta give me a hug," and I'm like, "No, I don't actually."
like get out of here.
He's
Yeah.
like 45 seconds. I was like, "That's such a long hug.
No,
Get
that's a really long
45
hug.
seconds. I have a life to live. Can you get away from me?" Like, it's
Yeah.
not for me. But the way that before we got on this podcast, I crawl on Devin and I'm like, "Give me attention." Like, I won't leave that boy alone. I won't leave him alone.
Love that.
But everybody else can fuck right off. Like, I'm not interested at
Right
all.
on.
Like,
Listen, yeah, no, sometimes I find that I need a hug and Ever can't hug. He's kind of like you. He can't hug to save his fucking life. I'm like, sir, you give terrible hugs. And so sometimes I feel like I miss that. Like, oh, I want to hug. Like, and he
oh
just ain't
no,
got it.
definitely. I make him like he comes. He knows not make. He comes home and he knows that like this. It's the 50s now. Like you better come home and give me a hug and a kiss. What do you think this is? Like
Yeah, no, sometimes I need like a super hug, but I'll tell you. So I just had this conversation with him and I said to him, I was like, "Listen, with the way, like, the economy is going," because he was telling me, like, he saw a documentary about Magic City. Maybe we should watch that. He saw
Mhm.
this documentary about Magic City and this whole strip club and, like, how the strip culture came to be, and I was like, "Lucky I ain't got a body because I'd be a stripper," and he was like, "We wouldn't be together," and I was like, "And who gives a fuck? Like, if I'm making, you know what I'm saying, $300,000 a year, I don't really give." He
Yeah.
can flippity fuck right off. You understand? So, like, but and then he was like giving, and then so he was like, "You'd give lap dances." I was like, "Well, nobody said that." Like, wait a minute. Like,
Didn't
mm-mm.
say that.
Yeah, and he's like, "You gotta go in the I was like, "The
No,
champagne room? The champagne room? I
not the
don't do any
Brooklyn.
of those things. I'm sorry, sir." Like, I would
Mhm.
and that's right. I can't be no damn stripper. It just that was never gonna work.
If he's gonna be, you can look, but you can't touch.
And that's exactly
And you can
well,
only look at the parts that I want you to look at. That's actually it.
but white strip clubs and black strip clubs are different. The white girl strip clubs are different. They don't do that good pole work, and they're just really, like, topless. They not
I
doing
think it depends on the white, because I follow a couple white girl strippers on the interwebs, and they be all up and
really?
down that thing, flipping around. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's different. I'm like, should we do we have to go do recon? Do we have to go do research? Do
You
we
may
go
have
to,
to.
like,
I
mansion?
definitely like this is the whitest girl. I think she's from Missouri. Like she the whitest white girl I ever seen. And she be pole trained, upside down, twirled around.
I took a pole dancing class. Let me tell you something. The calluses, I was like,
I don't have
"Oh."
I don't have I don't know what the core, I don't know what it is, but I don't got it. But I know that.
I tried it. I want it because I'm like, "Yo, their core has to be amazing."
Mhm.
But mama ain't got that. I have 4 C-sections. What core? There is no core.
Yeah,
Like,
she said no. She said
mm-mm,
no thanks.
mm-mm.
So circling us back because we just went on a wild journey. What do we think? So it's not the questions were socially acceptable. We said
No, it's not
not
socially
acceptable.
acceptable. No, it's not.
Um,
Is it
I think
cheating?
some of
Yes,
their
it's
wives
cheating.
know and don't mind, like Ralph said. I also think there are probably definitely some that don't know and don't.
And would die if
Yeah.
they found out.
They'd be getting a divorce and taking half for sure. And also
Yeah,
the fact that they're just like bragging about it, like
that's the other thing. Can't you be a little bit more discreet? And so for me, I think that's kind of the part, right? Like, that's
it's
not cute to
but see,
break her heart and everybody know that. Because here's the other part.
yeah.
When it's Christmas time and we go to the office Christmas party, everybody's laughing at your wife. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whack part because also men talk and men gossip. So let me tell you something. And you might want to be careful because some wives of these other men will go, "Girl, when they come to the bathroom with me, you do know that your man go get happy endings. My husband told me." You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you begging? Do
I
you
mean,
want her to take half, sir?
yeah.
Like,
Well, I hope she gets 75%, honestly. But
seriously.
yeah, but here's the thing for me, right? Like it's just giving like old school boys club because let me like I just had to break this down in a way that like wow it works in my brain. You're bragging to your male friends that you had to pay someone to get
Yes. Yes. Yes,
I'm
but I'll
that's
also tell
like
you this.
you could just get it just go to a bar. Like
Well, so here's the thing though. This is what and so this I'm telling you, so having a man whose friends engage, and so he said that he has friends that they prefer it that way. He said they pay them to leave because emotional connection, that's
yeah,
what,
yeah.
adds complication to your marriage. So for them, it really is just, yo, I have it's a service. I need this thing
But my
done.
thing is like even that's not based in reality because just because you might say you're paying them to leave, but that doesn't mean that's how they're taking it, and that doesn't mean they're not going to see you out at the shop right with your wife and say something like you're not paying for unless you're making the kind of money that you're paying for their silence, which is doesn't sound like that's what this is.
No, but I think that they are because listen, you if you're the happy ending giver, that's your business. Your business is silence because if you
Yeah,
go out that man to his wife, nobody's coming to you because you're not safe.
yeah, yeah. I could see that, but also again, even if that point's true, for me, it's like so you're telling me you're damaged. That's what you're telling me. You're
But
telling me you can't handle the emotional intimacy. You can't handle telling your wife what it is, so you lie and use money to manipulate situations because you don't know how to handle your emotional shit. That's what that tells me. You know what I mean? Because there are
yeah.
plenty of people in open relationships, which is
Yeah,
fine.
but I think that's just it. It's sometimes it's cheaper to keep her, right? I think there's that. And I don't know because some women do dangle sex, you know what I mean? It's like you only get it for your birthday. Some men, and I think there was a study like they are in sexless marriages. Like having sex like once every 6 months is problematic. And then nothing that he does, it allows for you to, give him what it is that he needs.
But
So if
again,
this
that for me, again, is a deeper issue. That's an emotional issue. We're
yes, for
handling it
sure.
once every 6 months. You guys aren't able to give each other what that's all. We can't communicate. We're emotionally not connected. Like, it's all just giving, like, we're not functioning the way humans should and can function. So for
Yeah,
me, like, any type of bragging in this situation, like, I actually just feel sorry for you.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
the bragging is whack, right? Like even the friend that does it, he doesn't brag, it just is what it is. It's something that he needs and he
Yeah.
and I think that his wife looks the other way. And I think
Yeah.
that she's not interested in knowing.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest, there are times, like I said, times in my life, depending on what the situation is, yeah, don't bother me with it. Go over there. And
Yeah.
what I
But
don't know,
again,
don't
like,
hurt me.
that's why you're not in that marriage anymore.
Truth,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? So,
Yeah,
like, Rel in that circumstance, I don't love that for you because
yeah,
I wanted you to be able to have a marriage full of all the promises you made at the altar.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So I feel that way across the board for all the humans,
Yeah,
right?
no, for sure.
I mean, as the person who sits with the people struggling with all the stuff, I see it all the time and also, like, sucks. Like,
It
it
does.
forever reminds me that I am a very lucky, like, I legitimately sit around sometimes and think about, like, and this is gonna sound so crazy, but it's fine. Like, I think about my relationship and go like, "Oh, like, this is what people write about." People think they have what I have, but they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
1 billion trillion%.
And, like, that might sound cocky or gross or whatever, and, like, I don't care because I am
No,
so unbelievable grateful and happy for the relationship that
absolutely.
I have that, like, I legitimately think, like, "Oh, you think you got this, but you don't."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is real, and probably this wife probably does, which again,
Yeah.
a lot of people, they do, and it's unfortunate that they don't. Um, and it is a blessing, and you are really lucky and you guys put in work, you know what I mean? But to be able to be 1000% yourself and honest with your partner, that's huge. And many people don't have that because little girls are sold this fairy tale, get married, and then you get married and all of a sudden all of your issues
Dreams
don't
and
exist
wishes come
anymore.
true, yeah.
That's not fucking reality, like, in any
Yeah.
way. And it is very you have to be so vulnerable, to share of yourself and hope and pray that they see you, that they acknowledge you, that they hold space for you, and not many as we read all of our Am I the Assholes, we know. And these girls will marry these idiots,
Mhm.
knowing that there are red flags, but they just wanna be married. And
Oh,
men, we know, just
for
look
sure.
around, they go, "She'll do." And they're not in love with her. There was somebody that got away because they weren't really willing to do the work. And so they are settling for old girl over here and they not giving her what they want to, what she wants, what she needs.
Yeah. And it's very true, right? There are plenty of people that I've just interacted with in real life that are like, "Man, I'm 26 and I'm not married." And I was like,
Right. Get a
26,
life. Like, right.
26. Like, it just makes me really sad for them. Like, I didn't, and see, again, I did not grow up in a house like that. I did not. My dad was like, "You better check his 401k." How's he
Yes, yes, Joe. Yes, Joe,
You know,
right.
like, I grew up in a you don't need a man, you want a man house.
And my dad was not around. There was no dad to tell me anything. And
Yeah.
now that my dad is older and we are, building relationship, he's still very much you're an adult, I let you be you. And I'm like, sometimes I need you to come in here and you got to tell me how these ninjas are, dad. And
Yeah.
but I think for him, what's nerve-wracking is because I am his payback because he, broke a lot of hearts. And so my heart gets broken because he out here, damaging women. And now he gets to see it from a different lens. And so he's like, oh, so I didn't have that. There was nobody to tell me that. And my
Yeah.
mother is a manslayer. Janya D. Evans, baby. She ain't nothing to play with. She is in your pockets. And that
Yeah.
is it. And
Yeah.
she would sell that cat. Now, for me, so here's the thing. It's not for sale, but it is for rent.
Oh, the way I hope Opus clips that for us. I hope and I pray. And that up to the good Lord. Oh, that's so funny.
Just saying it is, I got to say the truth. It is what it is.
My parents have been together. My mom is 62. She'll be 63 in January. My parents have been together since she was a junior in high school.
I love that. I do. I do love that. I love that.
They've been there their entire lives. They've been together their entire lives, basically.
I love that.
All the journeys, they've done all the things. They went from barely enough money after they paid the bill, so we had Salisbury steaks, to like the life of their dreams. Like they have done it all together. So like I watch that, and they're not perfect humans because nobody
Of course
is.
not.
But you know what I
Exactly.
mean? But like I just like I didn't grow even now, right? Like like I'm not like I dream of a wedding. That is
Right.
never me. I'm not that girl. Like, do I love a Disney movie? Of course I did. I was a pretty princess as long as I could be as a
Right.
child.
Right.
But I didn't grow up with this image of like, well, you got to be married by 24. Like that was, but like there's a whole section of our country where that is the reality. You should be
Absolutely.
married at 22, 23, 24 is pushing it.
Yeah,
25,
don't do it. Don't do it. No.
it's yeah, it's too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. And here's the thing, I've been married and I planned a wedding since I was like 12. I knew what, I
Yeah.
wanted my wedding to look like and I never had a wedding.
Yeah.
And here's what I think is so funny, like my initial colors when I thought like I would get married or whatever, like, like most girls, purple is my favorite color. My ex-husband got married and those were her colors, which I thought, yeah, no, love that for them. Like real talk, love that for her. I do. I love that for her. And I don't know if ever I would get married again. I'm not opposed to it. And I
Mhm.
could just go to the justice of the peace. Like, I'm at this point, I'm just like, listen, I don't know that I need that to prove love or
Yeah.
whatever.
My thing is like, I want to just clarify this before the internets. If that is your dream, go have it, babe. But also
Absolutely.
make sure that you are not getting married just for the dress, for the
Exactly. Just
photo,
for the wedding. Because many
getting
people are.
married
That's all we're
for the
saying.
marriage. And now I know there are gonna be people, well, I got married at 22 and we're so and I love that for you. I love that for you.
Wonderful.
But I know that it was a hard journey.
For
I
sure,
know
because
it was a
you
hard
don't
journey.
even know who you are at 22. My child just turned 26. They don't know who the hell they are. My oldest kid is 27. And that's the part. He's watching his friends have babies, and now he's like, I want a baby. And I swear to God, you better not. And he's like actively trying. You better not. You better not. And not
Not
because
ready.
I don't want to be, I could give a shit about being called a grandma. I don't care about that because he's not ready. That's
Ready.
why you're not ready.
Mhm.
And I don't want you to make and I oh, don't call it a mistake. It was I did not plan for it. So let me say that. And the journey was really hard. And I still don't know to this day what their lives are like because of the decisions that I made to have them so early. I don't know how it impacted them. So that's what I'm saying.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think that's fair. And everybody's journey is meant to be different.
For sure. For sure.
And
1000%.
I don't have regrets about mine.
Same.
I have no
Same.
regrets.
I am who I am, and you pay on the front end, you pay on the back end, having children earlier
Mhm.
in life, and you know, but in a year and a half, holy, ooh, I feel it in my spirit. Hallelujah. Yes, God, retie my bow tie. Yes, Lord, won't he do it? In a year and a half, baby, I'm gonna set these streets ablaze. It almost set him up.
I
Yeah.
knew what you were gonna say, and the way my soul was pulled t and I caught it because 'cause we're not gonna cultural appropriate here, to just, like, go into a little bit of black church hallelujah hands, but
Yes.
I control myself, and I want the internet to know that.
Listen,
Rel
it's
wouldn't
for
have minded, but
everybody.
the internet would've.
Yeah, listen, black church is for everybody, you understand? So that's it. When the spirit moves you, huh? Go with it. Next time, don't you release yourself, Emily.
Oh god, I love you. Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Yes.
That's all I got for you guys. We
That's
started
it. We did it.
with healthy boundaries of friendship. We ended with happy endings at the massage parlor.
Yes.
What aren't you gonna get here? Let me tell you what.
Exactly. And you had a whole black church experience. I mean, what, like, seriously, come on. Tell your friends.
Mhm.
Come
It's
on
out
over
here.
here. It's a good time.
Right on over here. All right,
Yes.
y'all. If you don't know now, you know. You better be leaving us a speak pipe. What we doing? What you wasting your time doing?
Seriously.
You better follow us on the internet. You better
Yes.
follow us on Spotify. We want 9 subscribers by next week, so somebody better have subscribed to YouTube and or
Or yeah, or
Spotify.
else. All right.
Comment, like, share it to your stories out on the social web, things like that.
Please.
All
Thank
those things.
you.
You got
All
homework.
the
Get it done.
things. We need you.
We do. All right, y'all. We will see you next week.
That's right. Bye.